First thing I would do is you have to be sure of yourself, confident in yourself. Honestly, it's really hard to do that if you've never really accomplished anything or you've never really done anything for yourself to give yourself that confidence, okay? As a guy, that's why you see a lot of older guys with younger women, because a lot of the times, a lot of men think it's the women, but more or less it's the guy. Think about it for a second. The more, generally speaking, the more you are along in years in your life, the more experience you'll have and the more successes and failures, which should give you that extra confidence. Women are extremely attracted to how you make them feel. And that's extremely important. If you can make them feel a certain way about you, then that's what you're looking for. So in order to get a girlfriend, you have to give them that feeling. And the best part comes from within inside you. How are you? How do you carry yourself? How do you dress? What do you do? It's very simple. I can't say this enough. As far as when you get a girlfriend, the best thing you can do is if you see a girl looking at you and she keeps looking at you every now and then, go over and talk to her, chat with her, say hi. If it's a girl in your classroom, if it's a girl at college, I honestly wouldn't date where you work at. I've seen that blow up in people's face very badly. That's my own personal opinion. Obviously, there's lots of love stories out of that, lots of successful marriages, but in my personal opinion, I just wouldn't do it, more especially with the climate that we are in right now as far as men. So as I mentioned in previous videos, it's extremely dangerous to do that, okay? You get a girlfriend, I would say take her out on a date and ask the woman out on a date, pay for the date. Dates are real easy. I'll do a video on those as far as where you want to take them. Second date, I used to always make women usually pay for it. I would say, hey, I took you out on a date, now it's time for you to take me out on a date. That will show you right away if they're invested or not, in my opinion. That's a good way to find out. Are they invested? Are they willing to spend money on you or not? That could be considered not traditional, but I've cut out a lot of women in my life by doing that, which is fine. You know, I'm okay with that. Because if I'm willing to invest time and money in you, you should be able to do the same to me. And that's the thing. You don't want to be sitting there like, oh my God, you need to do this for me and you do this for me. Because a lot of guys, and you'll notice this when you get a girlfriend, is if it doesn't work, our tendency as humans is to double down on the behavior that didn't work. So, like for example, if you're trying to get a girl, you're trying to get a girl to like you, you're trying to get a girlfriend, and the behavior isn't working, instead of trying to do the behavior differently or do something differently to make yourself stand out, you more likely than not will double down. And when you double down, it's going to push the other person away from you. So I would strongly suggest, if you feel that negative energy there and you feel like it's not working, then try something different. Maybe draw away. Give some interest there. Don't constantly be talking to the person, going back and forth. You want to make sure that you give that space and have your own life. They have their own life, and it will give them that curiosity to come back around to you. Well, like, what's he up to? What's this? And what's that? That's what basically more or less what I'm saying. And honestly, this can go for about anything, but I would say to get a girlfriend, even to talk to a woman, I would say if you have absolutely no experience, you have no confidence, like I mentioned before, find guy friends. Like as far as hang out, BS, learn how to interact with other guys. They'll mess with you. They'll give you tips. They'll say, hey, this, that, and the other. That will help you out a lot. You know, you'll get teased, and they'll tell you what to do, what not to do. That's the best kind of advice you can get, especially if you find an older man. It will really help you out. And you'll think what they're telling you is absolutely crazy, because movies and all this other stuff is basically lied to you, in my opinion. If you find an older guy and he is actually a man and permits masculine energy, they will tell you what to do. They'll help you. And I can't say that enough. And best enough is you listen. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen to them. Ask questions. Take notes if you have to. It's the best thing to do. As far as how to get a girlfriend, those are some ways to get a girlfriend as far as trying to help you in an easier way. I can do more videos about this in the future. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hopefully today's the day that you subscribe. And thank you guys again for visiting the Fellow Gent, and y'all have a nice day.